Richard Leonard Kuklinski, also known as the Iceman, born 1935 to 2006, bullied in his early days but turned the tables when he got bigger, stronger. He started committing crime, then murdered people. He was employed by the mob to murder, where he specialized in it very well. Hi everyone, this is Reese from the Inquisitive Cat channel. I do a lot of things and I specialize in spirit sessions, and as promised I am going to do spirit session of Richard Kuklinski. I'll say it again. Richard Kuklinski, known as the Iceman. He murdered somewhat between 100 and 200 people, it was said. And he was working with the mafia at some time, and he was basically a serial killer. So he ended up dying, and we're going to see if we can get Richard. I'm very good at when I do my spirit sessions, and we're going to get Richard. We're going to move it really quick tonight. I've got the REM pod here. If this reacts and goes on, I'll just give you a demonstration. I used to have the paper mount, I've only just taken it off. I've had this for a very long time. So we'll see if Richard comes through. I've got my famous quartz ovulus that I use, and I've got an EMF meter, electric magnetic field detector. And I did this previously to the two girls, Azra and Amal, that passed away, and I spoke to them. And this device actually got used. So I'll put that here, and let's see if that lights up. Now, I haven't got anything around here that's going to make any of this stuff go, so let's get to it. I've got a speaker up top there, and I've got my trusty PSB7. We're going to use that, and I'm going to make sure the aerial's up. It's always good to have the aerial up. You get more communication that way. Now, I like to go really fast. If you haven't been here before, this is the way I do. I'll go really fast. Other people that do ghost or paranormal investigations, they like to go slow, but I'm going to go fast. And no other spirits here. I'm going to call all the spirits. Please go. Dismiss. All spirits dismiss. I'm going to summon only one person only, and that's going to be Richard Kuklinski, known as the Iceman. I'm going to say this 3 times. So we got this here now. It's not very loud. The highest setting. It does not. It's getting from bad to worse. Honestly. Let's try it and we'll see, shall we? Put it there. Okay, I'm going to say this 3 times. Richard Kuklinski. Richard Kuklinski. Richard Kuklinski, known as the Iceman. The Iceman, the Iceman, the Iceman. Come through, come through, come through. Are you here? Richard, can you come through, please? I've got some questions to ask. I want to invite you to come to speak to me. Can you come through to speak to me? Can you light up any of these lights? This one over here to show that you're here to speak to me tonight. I invite you to come through. Can you come through? Please come through. I'll put this speaker over here. Come through, come through, come through, come through. Are you here, Richard? Richard, can you come through? What I might do, I'm going to try something a bit different. Here we go. We'll do this. It's going to be a little bit loud, but we'll move this speaker away a bit. Hey Richard, hey Richard, Richard, come through. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just going to move the PSB7 up there for now, alright? So the sound's not going to affect the me speaking that much. Hey Richard Kuklinski, Richard Kuklinski. Richard Kuklinski, are you here? Are you here? Come through, come through. Richard, can I please invite you to come here to speak to me? Come through, Richard. Can you touch this EMF meter? Richard? Are you here? No other spirits, please. Just Richard, please. Richard Kuklinski. Richard Kuklinski. Richard Kuklinski. The Iceman. The Iceman. The Iceman. I have some questions for you. Thanks for coming here and communicating with me. It's a pleasure. Are you here now? Richard, I've only got a very short time to speak to you. Yep, I heard him. He's here. Thank you, Richard. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to ask you the first question. When did you start to kill someone? What age were you? What age were you when you made your first kill? Come through, Richard. Come through. I heard you before. Please come through, Richard. I invite you to come through to speak to me. My name is Reese. I'd like to introduce myself. I speak to spirits. You know you are past now. Are you aware that? You are aware that you have passed? I'm just going to ask a question, I'm going to repeat it. What age were you when you first made your kill? You first killed a person? Come through. I can hear you, Richard. I can hear you. We have made contact with Richard. How many people did you murder in your time while you were alive? What was the number of people you actually killed? Come through, Richard Kuklinski. Richard Kuklinski. Richard Kuklinski. The Iceman. How many people did you kill? Should I say murder? How many people did you murder? How many people did you murder? Who did you work for? I can hear him. I can hear him. Who did you work for? Sorry, Richard, can you please slow down when you speak? Because where we are now, in the mortal world, it goes really fast. Come through, Richard. Did you regret killing any of the people that you did? You can touch this EMF meter if you like to show that you can respond, or touch this. Did you regret killing some of the people? What was your favourite method? Richard, come through. No other spirits. Go away, please. Just for now. Richard, come through. Richard Kuklinski, come through. What is your favourite method of killing someone? I heard you. What was the easiest way to take someone out? Did you enjoy killing people? This is a real deal. This is not fake what I get through. Come through. I can feel he's here. Come through, Richard. Come through. Did you regret killing some people? Richard, did you regret killing some people? Did you enjoy killing people? Did you enjoy killing people? You will hear some of the victims come through and speak as I'm doing this session. What made you start to kill people? I can hear Richard. I can hear him. It's a consistent male voice that's coming through. Now this is going really fast, you shouldn't be able to get any words, so I will slow this down a little bit later and you'll be able to hear words, even sentences that we can't hear now if I slow. So did you enjoy killing your victims? Did you enjoy killing your victims? What was your nickname? Richard, the Iceman? What was your nickname? What were you used to be called? You can touch this EMF meter. Yeah. Now that what did they used to call you? What did you like to be called? What was your nickname? What's your nickname? Come through, Richard. Thanks for coming through. I can hear you. Are you there, Richard? Richard, are you okay with me asking these questions? Came through. He came through, he definitely came through. I can hear that stronger voice. I heard something. Richard, sorry, I didn't Get that? How did you die? What was the cause of your death? What was the cause of your death? Richard, what was the cause of your death? I think... How old were you when you passed away? How old were you when you passed away, Richard? What age did you pass away? Richard, the Iceman, the Iceman, the Iceman. Richard Kuklinski. How old were you when you passed away? You can touch this if you like. Come through, come through. You can come here on the stage. How old were you? Richard only, no other spirits please. Hey Richard, how old were you, mate? Can you tell me how old you were? Is there any messages you would like to say to your family? I can pass. Any other messages? It came through, I can hear that strong voice, deep voice. Richard, any other messages? Come through, Richard. No other spirits, please. Please have respect for me. This is between Richard and myself. We can speak another time, okay? Richard Kuklinski. You can touch the EMF detector if you like. Any other messages? Same voice. Yeah, I think you said I told you. Okay, alright. I'm just trying to think of another question to ask before we close. Would you like me to speak with you again? Would you like to have a chat again, Richard? Hey, Richard. Richard? Only Richard only, please. Would you like to speak with me again? Yes or no? Just a yes or no answer. Thank you. Richard? Yes or no answer? Yes or no answer, would you like to speak with me again? Come through, Richard. I thank you for speaking with me. Any other messages then? We're going to close in a minute. So Richard, this is your last chance to speak. Anything you would like to say? If these are the victims coming through, say victim. Sometimes the victims do come through. If these are victims of Richard, say victims. You can say a name if you like. Anything else? Richard? Richard. Kuklinski. Anything else? I'm going to close now. Thank you for speaking with me. It was a pleasure to speak with you. Would you like to touch the light before you go? Up to you. Yes or no? We're going to close now. Richard? Spirit dismissed. Okay, bye-bye. We're going to close now. We'll see what we get. I did hear some things and it was consistent. One of the voices, a male voice, it was quite strong. So we'll see how we go. And this is going to be very interesting, this one. I'm going to sign off here. Lomac/Reese from the Inquisitive Cat channel. Over and out. See you later, guys. Just as I close, you can see this white anomaly come from my face and move across as I conclude my spirit communication. You can believe it, you can say it's a dust, you can say whatever you want, but it's such a coincidence that this thing, and it's even moving after I conclude my session. More sessions to come, more great content. Stay tuned on the Inquisitive Cat channel. This is Reese signing out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications.